Good day everyone, we are from Team Nexus and we are excited to present our analysis focused on supply chain problems in Serenity Company. Let's begin. In this presentation, I will compare two bottle products, Arunica and Senja. In terms of the challenges they face in managing their supply chain process, although both products use glass bottles, their characteristics are very different in this way, and this directly shapes the way their supply chain operates. By comparing these products, we can clearly see how product design, demand behavior, and distribution channels create very different supply chain challenges. Let me start with Arunica. Arunica is a simple and stable product. It only has a single flavor and single size, makes demand very predictable and easier to manage. Its distribution relies on traditional networks, and the bottle return system is more consistent, supporting steady production flow. However, despite the stability, Arunica still faces a main problem: reverse logistic bottleneck. The delayed return of glass bottles from the retailers creates several effects. Firstly, a bottle shortage at the plant, leading to idle manufacturing capacity. Second, longer production lead time, since manufacturing must wait the return cycle. Third, lower service level, where stock out may happen even though demand is stable. And finally, higher logistic costs due to extra efforts in tracing and recleaning bottles. Now, moving on to Senja. Unlike Arunica, Senja is dynamic and unpredictable. It comes with many flavors such as guava, lemon, and blackcurrant. This variety increases production setup and stock complexity. At the same time, its demand is high volatile, strongly influenced by social media trends, influencers, and e-commerce flash sales. The biggest challenge for Senja is its weak bottle return system. Because sales are made directly to consumers via e-commerce, bottles rarely return to the factory. As a result, Senja often suffers from bottle shortage, which slow down production and reduce efficiency. This situation is simplified by its main problem: SKU proliferation combined with demand volatility. The impact on the supply chain is significant. Firstly, forecasting error, since historical data per SKU is too limited. Second, inventory fragmentation, with dead stock at the retail and stock out in e-commerce. Third, production inefficiency, caused by frequent changeovers and longer time to market. Fourth, distribution imbalance, where some channels are overstocked while others run empty. And last, finally, higher total cost, driven by forecast errors, storage, and product disposal. In summary, while Arunica struggles mainly with reverse logistic bottlenecks, Senja faces broader complexity due to SKU proliferation, volatile demand, and weak reverse logistics. Both cases highlight how product characteristics strongly shape supply chain risk and cost.
Gen Z loves Senja, but too many flavors equals too much complexity. More changeover, more downtime. Overstock here, stock out there. Forecasting? Almost impossible. So more SKUs, less efficiency. We apply three principles of industrial engineering. The first, Pareto 80-20s, cost to serve, SKU rationalization. This helps us focus on what matters while still keeping variety. Strategy 1, WIP and postponement. Make the best tea first and flavors later. Less downtime, more flexibility, faster response to the trends. Strategy 2, core plus seasonal plus variety pack. Keep our core, guava, lemon, blackcurrant, long seasonal flavored for promos. For low demand, put them in regional packs or variety packs. Efficient, but still exciting for kids. Strategy 3, regional production. Each plant focuses on local top flavors. The benefits: lower transport costs, shorter lead time, faster to market. Strategy 4, packaging segmentation. For e-commerce, can use OWP like cans and pens. Retail can use RGB plus OWP and the right packaging for the right channel. Conclusion, we don't need fewer flavors. We need smarter management. With these four strategies, Serenity cuts complexity, boosts efficiency, and keeps variety as our competitive edge. That's how we win things.
Let me start with a question. Why do temporary demand increase happen? There are several reasons behind this. First, consumer behavior. For example, during holiday seasons, consumers usually buy more than usual. Changes in weather or climate condition also affect the demand, such as higher sales of cold drinks during the hot weather. In addition, special events like sports, concert, or festival can trigger sudden spikes in consumption. Second, factory discount often leads to the bullwhip effect, where promotions at one stage of the supply chain create amplified demand downstream. Third, marketing campaigns or promotion from companies can generate short-term demand surge. And finally, competitor disruptions, such as stock out of supply problems, may push consumers to switch to our product. This factor explains why companies must prepare strategies to manage temporary demand increase effectively. One of the effective strategies is called demand shaping. Demand shaping means influencing consumer demand patterns so they are better aligned with the production capacity, inventory availability, and overall business objective. It is not only about predicting demand, but also about steering demand in a desired direction. The benefits are clear: balancing demand across SKUs or packaging size, reducing fluctuation in demand, and maintaining customer satisfaction as well as overall supply chain stability. So, demand shaping is not passive. It is a proactive way to manage demand more intelligently. To support demand shaping, we can apply the discrete choice model or DCM. DCM is a statistical method used to predict consumer choice when they are offered multiple product alternatives. The aim is to understand consumer preference and substitution pattern. For example, if one SKU is out of stock, which other product will the customer most likely choose? The expected outcome is that DCM helps us quantify the likelihood of each product being chosen. With this information, companies can design strategies that match consumer behavior more accurately. With insight from DCM, companies can create targeted demand shaping strategies. Some examples are selecting promotion to guide customer choices towards strategic SKUs. And second one, product bundling option to increase value perception and spread the demand. And the third one is smart stock allocation to make sure products are available where the demand is highest. The tangible impact of this action includes reducing lost sales, keeping customer satisfaction high, and controlling temporary demand spikes without putting too much burden on long-term capacity. So, in summary, the strategy to manage temporary demand increase is demand shaping, supported by the discrete choice model or DCM. The main goals are to measure consumer switching probability between SKUs and to use the probability data to optimize promotion and stock allocation. By doing this, we can stabilize demand spikes, strengthen supply chain performance, and ensure that customers remain satisfied even during periods of unexpected demand surge.
The next thing to figure out is how can the company balance retail success with the demands of the real-time e-commerce? But before we answer that, we need to refresh our memory. The problem that PT Serenity faces is the e-commerce channel is hungry. The demand is high, but we can't feed it, leading to stock out. On the other hand, our retail stores are stocked, leads to overstock. Well, It indicates that there is an allocation inventory mismatch between those two channel distribution. Then, how can we solve this? First thing first, we need to build a control tower. Just like the OG control tower that we all know, which can manage air traffic by monitoring all planes in real time, we need to build a system that can show us the real-time inventory level of our product in every distribution channel, so we can allocate our inventory better. For example, if the stock in some retails is pretty high, we need to stop give them our product. Instead, we can allocate it to some retails, even e-commerce, so we can reduce our chances of lost sales. From a higher view, we can avoid stock out in e-commerce and overstock in retail. Second thing to do is enable channel shifting. Channel shifting means a flexibility use of stock between retail and e-commerce channels. How it works? Simply, if e-commerce stocks runs out, just pull stock from nearby retail store. If retail has excess stock, we allocate to e-commerce fulfillment. We need to make sure that our product is the right product at the right place at the right time. The last thing we offer to solve this problem is to implement CPFR, collaboration planning, forecasting, replenishment. Keep in mind, the problem starts even before the inventory reach our warehouse or stores. It starts with the forecast. We expect in some retailers there is an increase in demand, but that is just for buying in case of a promotion. We give a lot of stocks to retail, but it is not moving after the promotion ends. If we get the daily sales of the retail, we can anticipate this bullwhip effect and be more wise to allocate our product. We need to solve this problem at its root, and if it's about inventory allocation mismatch, the root is demand forecast. This is the last part of our team presentation. As a supply chain officer, our role is not only maintain smooth operations, but also to proactively active challenges and drive efficiency. For Arunika and Senjati, we propose 3 strategic ideas to tackle their supply issues, improve responsiveness, and strengthen resilience. Let's go through them.
The first strategy is demand shaping using discrete choice model or DCM. By understanding how customers choose between product attributes like flavor, size, or price, we can apply selective promotion to shift demand toward key SKUs, and use product bundling to balance demand, implement smart stock allocation to meet demand where it's highest. This reduces supply chain gaps, optimize inventory, and keeps customers satisfied.
The second strategy is enhancing CPFR with blockchain technology. Blockchain ensures transparent, tamper-proof data among partners, enabling real-time collaboration on forecast and replenishment, and secure handling of sensitive information. Combined with AI and digital initiatives, this improves coordination, reduces conflicts, and builds a resilient supply chain.
The third strategy is SKU rationalization. By streamlining the product portfolio, we can first reduce complexity and operational costs. Second, ensure popular SKUs are available, reducing lost sales. Third, focus resources on high demand or profitable items. And this improves efficiency and allows strategic growth.
So, this is the end of our presentation. Thank you for watching and see you on the next round.